Most people use n8n for simple automations. But today, I'm going to show you how to take it to the next level. You'll see how to build a complete onboarding system that connects Notion, Slack, and Google Drive, all triggered from one form. Imagine this. You're running a coaching program, and every time a new student signs up, you have to go through the same routine. Add them to your Notion database, create a private Slack channel, and join it. Set up a Google Drive folder for them, and then copy your Google Sheet template into that folder for their monthly check-ins. And if you're getting multiple new students a day, you're doing this over and over again, wasting time on something that could easily be automated. Now imagine if you could handle all of that automatically, just by submitting a simple form. So the idea is simple. When a new student signs up, the workflow automatically does everything for you. Creates the Slack channel, creates the student in Notion, makes a Drive folder, and copies the Google Sheet template into that folder. All automatic. Because the Slack channel and the Drive folder are named using the student's first and last name, we have to make sure names stay unique. If someone with the same name already exists, we tack a number onto the end of the name so we don't create duplicate Slack channels or folders. We also save the channel name and folder name back into the Notion database so it's easy to see which resources belong to which student. All right, let's walk the workflow node by node. Trigger. To kick things off, we just fill a form with the student's first name, last name, and email. That form starts the automation. Node 2. Get students from Notion. The first thing we do is pull all students from the Notion students table. We do this to check if someone with the same name already exists. If we skipped this, 2 students with the same name would break the whole system, and that would be annoying. Node 3. Code, JavaScript. Next is a custom JavaScript node. What this node does is count how many students already have the exact same first and last name, and then it builds unique names for the Slack channel and the Drive folder. If the name is already taken, it appends a number. If it's the first one, it leaves the name clean. I'll explain what the code does step by step, but feel free to pause the video and copy the code if you want. First, we grab the first and last name from the form and save them in constants. Then there's a function that counts existing students with that same name. If the Notion result is empty, it returns 0. Otherwise, it loops through the students, compares first and last names in lowercase, and increments a counter whenever there's a match. Then we have 2 helper functions that build the Slack channel name and the Drive folder name. They call the counter function. If the counter is 0, we don't add a suffix, but if it's greater than 0, we add the number. The output of this node is the final channel name and the final folder name. Those are used by the next nodes. Node 4. Create Slack channel. This node creates the private Slack channel with the name we just generated. Node 5. Invite ourselves. Next, we invite our team accounts to that channel so we can see new messages and handle support. Node 6. Create the Notion record. Now we insert a row into the Notion students table with the student's name and email. And we also save the Slack channel name and folder name there so everything is linked. The table also has an active Boolean column, so when a student leaves, we don't delete their record. We just mark them as not active. Important note, because we rely on counting how many students exist with the same name, deleting student rows can cause problems. If you delete someone, the counts drop, and you might later create duplicate names. So don't delete rows. Mark them inactive instead. Node 7. Create Google Drive folder. Using the folder name created in the code node, we create a folder in Google Drive for that student. Node 8. Copy Google Sheet template. Finally, we copy the Google Sheet template into that student's folder so they have their own monthly check-in sheet. And that's the whole flow. Well, thank you very much indeed for watching. I hope you enjoyed my Australian accent. Subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more about n8n AI automations. Cheers, mate.